Doctor's office.
No fucking way!
Oh, Christ. Oh, hey there, ma'am.
Ooh.
What?
What happened? Nine.
What's your pain level at?
My room. Nine. My room. Oh, kill me now. Oh, my room. Oh, you give me alcohol.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm not
I
your
have
safe,
more room. All good.
Good. Good.
Oh, I have 36. Oh, what? Nine. It's lie. I have
30?
38.
38
Nine,
moonshine?
30. I don't know.
Yeah.
What happened to my horse? Oh, horse stupid
Here,
anyway.
let
I
me-
don't like the horse. Oh, horse so bad. This why Schiff is better. Oh, what you give?
It's a horse reviver. Let me get some distance here. Some, I
I
can give
just
you...
lay.
Yeah,
Come with me, alcohol.
miss, I need to...
Oh, alcohol. Why you so rude?
I need to return to the office so I can write your...
Alcohol. Why you? Oh! Ow! Oh! Oh!
Ma'am, are you okay?
Oh, this is why I prefer Chef.
Oh my god, I got so much cocaine. Nope, that's not a lawman.
Really? Can I have some?
Oh, I was just kidding. I was just trying to see if you were a lawman or not.
Oh, definitely not nine. What about you?
I am not a lawman.
I am
Why?
a lawman.
Wait, what are you? How are you sitting like that on my horse?
Yeah,
So-
that is right.
So you don't
That's
have
what it looks
cocaine
like. It
for
looks like this,
me?
baby.
I don't have any cocaine, but you know what? Who
I
who
might.
does? There's a guy over there in that gunsmith. I think his name is Jax. He's got tons of cocaine. Just go ask him. Tell him. Leon Black sent him.
Oh,
My name's
You
Leon
want one of my
Black.
false eyeballs? I have a couple false eyeballs.
There's a bird. What happened?
You, you, I think we're attacked by a cougar, well, possibly.
Oh, someone die here. Someone die. Oh,
They may have, what's
this
your...
is my knife.
Oh, is it?
Oh. Oh, there's so many. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, a million alcohol in the sky. Wow. Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
and the alcohol in the sky can wait. It'll be there when you're better. Okay, I promise.
Oh,
I'll tell you what. There'll be if you rest up and get better, I will give you 50 bottles of rum.
Really?
I'll give you 100 bottles if you rest up and get better.
Will you
What?
marry me?
What?
Will you marry me?
Will I marry you?
Yeah. If you
I-
give me so
I-
many alcohols, this mean you wanna marry.
It'll help prevent.
There is throne.
I'm
The
not-
queen.
Yes, and with your permission, I would.
Oh, my mother always read me story. There's this boy. His thumb get cut off because he suck on thumb all the time. And then he die.
Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Carl. Carl with a K. And Carl liked to suck on his thumb a little too much. It got to the point where he had buck teeth and he wasn't doing very well. His mouth was all warped and misshapen. So one day, his mother came up to him and she said, "Carl, you have been sucking on your thumb far too much." So she took a big butcher's knife and she brought it crashing down on his thumb and cut it off. And because there was so much blood loss, Carl unfortunately died.
Yeah,
The
this is the story. Yeah.
That's the story?
Hänsel and Gretel.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay. Once upon a time, there lived in the woods a family of 4. A mother, a father, and their 2 children, Hansel and Gretel. Now, Hansel and Gretel were twins. Hansel a boy, Gretel a girl. They were, I believe, 12 years old. And one day, they decide, hey, we're kind of bored just hanging around at home. We want to go out and explore these woods. And so they do. And they come across in their travels a house, but not any ordinary house. This was a house made entirely of candy.
Oh, candy house.
Candy, yes.
Lebkuchen.
With a front door made entirely of chocolate, a roof made entirely of marshmallow, railings, banisters, and stairs made of licorice, windows that were just plain glass. You couldn't eat the windows, unfortunately. But Hansel and Gretel saw this strange, very strange, odd house, and decided to go up to it and knock on the chocolate door. And who answered the door? And remember who answered the door when they knocked?
The witch.
The witch, an old, ugly, gray-haired witch.
Oh,
And she gave them a sick
bad
smile.
witch.
Yeah, she was a bad witch, and she says, "Oh, Hansel and Gretel, I know you two." And she says to them, "I've watched you for many months now, wandering around your property, and I've always been a little too scared to approach. But I'm so glad you're here today because I'm making a lovely pie." And Hansel hears this. He hears about the pie and says, "Ooh, I love pie." And Gretel smiles and nods and says, "I love pie too." So the old witch invites them inside. She opens the door. They walk in. She closes it. And she turns to them and she says, "I have all this candy, all this food in the kitchen. Come eat while I get the pie ready." so Hansel and Gretel go to the kitchen, sit at a big, big dining table made of dark, dark chocolate. And they start to eat. They eat chicken. Yeah, they eat chicken, mashed potatoes with turkey gravy, stuffing. Because this was around Thanksgiving time, so she had stuffing at hand, you know. And the witch hobbles off and goes, turns to her stove and starts to fuss over her stove, but she calls out to Gretel and she says, Gretel, dear, I need your help getting the pie out of the oven. And Gretel gets up and goes over to the witch.
Oh,
And-
careful!
Yeah, you better watch out, right?
Yeah.
And the witch turns and she grabs Gretel by the arm
Nein.
and she says, into the oven with you, my dear.
Oh, so
Gretel.
mean witch.
But Gretel takes a teapot from the counter and crashes it over the head of the witch.
Oh, yeah, kill her.
And the witch goes down. She bangs her head in the counter. And Hansel springs to his feet, grabs Gretel by the hand, and off they trot back to the front door. But
Oh,
the door is locked though, Anne. They can't get out.
Oh.
And they hear the witch coming after them with a big knife in her hand.
Ben, the witch.
And so the witch starts charging after them with a knife raised above her head. And Hansel, in a move to protect his sister, stands in front of her and puts his body between her and the witch. And when he moves to cover himself from the swing of her knife, he twists his body a little too far and bumps hips with the witch, because he's quite the portly boy. He's quite fat. And he sends the witch spiraling in a circle. And she goes, "Wah!" And she falls into the fire pit behind her. She falls into her own fireplace and she's engulfed in flames.
Yeah,
And
very
she
good.
starts flailing her arms. Ah! She's on fire. She's burning to a crisp, and eventually, she collapses.
Yeah. The witch die.
The witch died, and I can't get back up. There we go. And the witch dies, and Hansel and Gretel, their lesson learned: never talk to strangers. They burst through the front door, they break it down, and they run back home to tell their parents all about it. But when their
And
dad,
then the parent kills them. The end.
yes, and then their parents kill them. Exactly.
Oh.
That's
Very
what they
good.
get. We're talking to strangers.
German story. Yeah.
Yes, I love German
The
stories.
people always die. Yeah, so soothing, so calming. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Me when I sleep. Oh, this calm me so very many.